This is a Games with Two review of Kingdom of Solomon, published by Minion Games and designed by Philip DeBari. This is a 2 to 4 player game. It takes about 60 minutes to play, and it's a worker placement game. So the game takes place over, you do 4 phases on your turn. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to place your workers, which are these little guys here, and you can place them in any of these regions on the map. You can also place them on these special spots up here or here. There's also one over here for a 4-player only game called the tribute spot, and then there's also these spots up here that are like artisan, trader, thief, minister, prophet, that give you special abilities when you land on those as well. So each player takes turns placing their pawns out on the board like so, and then after you do that you're going to gain resources. So if you're on Sinai here, you'll get one of these orange cubes for your resources. If you're up here in Judah, you get one of these gold cubes that represents gold. And there's different regions for ore and food and wood and so on. So after you get your resources, then you can go to the market and you can actually sell your resources for victory points or buy them for victory points. So as you can see, the first one you sell is worth more, and then the more that are in the market, the price goes down. And that's the case for all these resources. After the market phase, then you go to the building phase. So you can build on the Solomon's temple here, starting with the foundation. And you have to pay these resources to build that, and then you get either a high priest token or you can get victory points. And that's the case for all the levels of the temple. Now the high priest tokens, they give you some special abilities on your turn. And at the end of the game, you get 20 victory points. You can also build roads by trading in these resources to connect 2 regions together. And finally, you can build buildings, which are these cards here at the cost labeled there, and then you can then place your worker on there and get that special ability. You also get the victory points label on there, so this one you would get 12 victory points, and you can do that special ability, and then that's yours only. And then you can take one of your building tokens and put it on one of these empty building spots. So now you can then connect with roads, building spots that you have connected. So now if I place this worker here, I would get both of these resources. So that's the advantage of using a road. So play continues this way until someone uses all 5 of their building tokens or the temple is completed, and the person with the most victory points wins. It's a very simple game. The rule book isn't very long or tedious. It's pretty short, only about 4 or 5 pages, which is nice because it's very straightforward, full color, which is nice as well. The board is actually pretty small, which I actually like. There's not a whole lot of extra stuff going on. The board works very well for what it does, and it doesn't take up a whole lot of table space. Some games, you have to like combine 4 or 5 tables to make the game fit. I also didn't mention you get these fortune cards that you can get in the game, and they can give you extra resources or special abilities to steal resources from your neighbor and so forth. So as this is a worker placement game, we enjoyed it when we played it. It does feel like there's something maybe just a little missing to the game, like an expansion would really help this game out a lot. Other than that, it's a solid worker placement game. I do wish the components were a little bit bigger. These buildings, wooden tokens are really small. I feel like they could be lost pretty easily. But other than that, it's a solid game worth checking out, and that is Kingdom of Solomon. published by Minion Games and designed by Philip Dubari. If you want to check out more of our reviews, you can go to www.gameswith2.com. Thanks.